Hello, hello, and welcome my Libra collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross-watchers. Welcome to your 8-card draw. What do I need? Shadow read for this full moon in Scorpio to new moon in Taurus, void of course, then Gemini, May 2023. I am your reader. Mark Angelo, Lyons, Mal for short. Like the new music, I am a professional witch, professional intuitive, president of Drawing the Circle Productions since 1998. Yesterday was May 1st, Beltane, our 25th anniversary. We'll talk about it later. I am the author of Words of Grace from a Professional Witch. It is available on Kindle. There's a Kindle version available, I should say. There is a link in the description box that you can click and preview a little bit of it, some of the practices, prayers, and principles that have kept me in business for more than 25 years. Believe me, it's broken down into chakra chapters. There are chakras in this spread, a card draw, I should say. But the original version, the Fellini version, compared to the Kindle version, well, that's over on Patreon. Some of my patrons get that because I got 8 different levels of subscribers at the time of this recording. Seekers, humans, heroes, angels, witches, immortals, mystics, gods, goddesses is the top tier. They get everything. They get the original Fellini version of Words of Grace from a Professional Witch. But all of my subscribers, no matter what their level of subscription, get a couple of things in common. Actually, 3 things in common. Number 1, they get all the extended readings. All the part 2s to the part 1s on YouTube. There are a lot of them. I've done a lot of them. Some of them are just plain old juggernauts, and they're all relationship-based. Path of True Love reads and Romate, Soulmate Contract reads. You know what? All of my subscribers get access to that, from $3 Secret to $20 God Goddess. They also get me every morning, pretty much. It takes a lot for me to miss a day, sending them that unlisted YouTube live stream link so they can chat with me on what's called the daily check-in, right? We check in on the day's astrological weather, magical applications, spiritual implications, always ending with a little prayer, a little blessing, a little something, something, a little meditation. Ooh, Sabbats and new moons and full moons, we go for it. Cup of coffee over on the couch, streaming with the laptop. It's so much fun. The third thing that they get in common, regardless of level of subscription, they get a discount with a private session with me, and there is a video and all of that in the description box. We'll talk about it at the end, but that's what I'm saying. If you feel yourself so drawn, if you are so inspired, at least go check the link and, you know, click the link and check it out. The menu is kind of cool, always updating it. We'll be 2 years on Patreon Drawing the Circle come November, so I'm just thrilled. I'm tickled. I'm delighted to put it out there. So if you wanna, come later on Patreon. I am the Archangel of Lyons, Mark Angelo Lyons. But my Libras, just call me Mal. Bam! Hi. Hi. Yeah, I'm still flying high from Beltane, let alone the 25th anniversary. There's so many links in the description box. I did one for the 25th anniversary, one for the new Patreon welcome intro video, and of course the new one, no longer booking a reading with Mal, it's booking private services with Mal. But enough. Let's get down to a different kind of business. So I can do the explanation, we'll get into the divination, and I love that new music. It gives me a lot more like flow and ease, particularly for a shadow read. So let's talk about it. If you're new, welcome. An 8-card draw is just 1 card from 8 different decks, getting you clues, tips, and hints about anything. I can use them for anything. Anybody could use them for anything, actually. But in this case, we're doing it to look at a waning moon timeline from full to new, releasing, surrendering, all of that, clearing the field. I speak the language of spiritual alchemy, from lead to gold on the periodic table, 3 atoms in between them. In between lead, you gotta let go of, surrender, release those 3 atoms to get to gold. Symbolically speaking, they can't be created or destroyed, only change, they can't be created or destroyed, only change, transform, transmuted, pick your language. And that's what waning moons for me are for, to clear the deck for the new moon coming. We'll talk about it, and that's why I do the 5-card draws, and those will be out before the new moon. So let's look at this timeline. We've got a full moon in Scorpio, an eclipse on a Friday, 1:34 p.m. on Cinco de Mayo. I mean, just throw a little tequila in there. That's wild. Come on, a full moon in Scorpio eclipse. Boom. Someone's getting their stuff touched. I can feel it somewhere, somehow. It's very moody blues. 2 weeks later of letting go, when the moon rises at her peak, then your heart's desire seek, then get to work, weed in the garden for 2 weeks to get us to the new moon. First, it's in Taurus. Again, it's on a Friday. It's a Friday to a Friday. We'll get there. New moon in Taurus on the 19th of May, 11:53 a.m. Eastern Time. I'm in New York. Goes void, of course, 1:51 p.m. that afternoon. Then goes into Gemini, 2:48 p.m. Now, I'm just going to say, with that kind of Scorpio moon, kind of launching us into this like clearing period, and we'll talk about the astrology briefly in between these two dates. Certainly a new moon in Taurus on a Friday to a Friday. That's the day of Venus, man. Taurus is ruled by Venus, and Gemini can be a lot of fun too for an air sign, a probable trine for Libras. Well, at some point it will be mathematically. Please don't make me do math. But think about it. That's so much love. That's so much like, you know what I mean? Day of Venus, also Venus ruling Libra. So in between those dates, a couple of things of note. If you have any planets or dealing with someone with planets in Cancer, Venus goes into Cancer on May 7th. Oh, lovely. Mercury goes direct. Oh, thank God. I'm a Virgo sun sign. 11:17 p.m. Eastern on the 14th of May. And of note, Jupiter is going into Taurus on the 16th of May. So that's lovely for a shadow, right? For a waning moon. It's like things are moving forward, right? With the Mercury going direct. And, you know, depending on where you are. Now you're fixed. Oh, no, you are fit. Libra is fit. No, cardinal air, sorry, to fixed Earth and Taurus. Just, it's a lot. So, look, it's a general read. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Check your other signs. Cross-watchers, you have the opportunity to get some insight and understanding for whoever you are cross-watching for. Maybe some sympathy and some empathy for them as well. And if you apply some of this stuff to the chakras, there's a healing mantra. There's a lot of oracles on the table, and we're ending with a blessing. So, you know, the more you kind of allow yourself to do that holographically in your own process of shadow work, letting go, releasing, forgiving, whatever, you are helping not just the Libra you are cross-watching for, but you are helping the entire Libra collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross-watchers. Well, yeah, myself included. That's how holographic unity works. What you gonna do? I didn't write the rules. I just play by them, give or take. So all that explanation now leads to divination. Let's do that. Both feet on the floor. If you can, focus on your breath, if you will, and I will do my best to get you the clarity, guidance, and grace from the divine, so that you can alchemize your shadow to light, your lead to gold, your pain to peace, your toxic to healthy, and on and on and on. They keep giving me new ones. Let's see what comes out my mouth. There's a shift from all that explanation that I gotta do, and I'm glad to. For the new people, welcome again to the divination I incarnated to do, destined to be. That shift happens in the still point. Join me. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Sweet surrender. Using the Caroline Mace archetype cards, I call upon the collective pantheons of the divine for the Libra collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross-watchers watching this video, who are drawn to, led to, guided to this reading. What is the dominant archetype in the 8th chakra for the Libras and the cross-watchers? The soul power to be alchemized from shadow to light, lead to gold, pain to peace, can be delayed but not prevented, fear to love, poverty to prosperity, perdition to paradise, heaven to hell. What was the new one? Tartarus to transcendence. There we go. Let's bring some ancient Greek stuff into this. Please, beloved pantheons of the divine, what is this archetype? Sending down the codes to all the chakras underneath it, shifting what we attract and what we repel. So we have the option, the choice, and the decision to no longer delay what cannot be prevented. This. Oh, that was good. Full to new May 2023. The hero, heroine archetype, action, family archetype. You can have an archetype of reason, season, or lifetime. I've got this sucker lifetime, and I've got it in the sign of Aquarius. Read Sacred Contracts, trust me. Oh, been working on that one. Yeah, if you ever are doing the three whales of Sacred Contracts, Carolyn Mason, you think you've got it nailed in the first year. Reason, season, or lifetime. Chronos, Kairos, Cosmic, boom. All right, let me read you what's on this card. On the bottom is the shadow attribute, I call that the lead. Light attribute, I call that the gold. And all of us are somewhere here. Now this is an action family archetype of the 9 families, so not necessarily masculine energy, because there's a masculine family, as there is a feminine family of archetypes. So I just love this. And the picture has a male and a female climbing a mountain to get to the top, the peak. Definitely hero's journey terrain, and I am both up for and down with it. The shadow attribute, escapism and a false sense of heroism, which is essentially villain. You know, every villain thinks they're a hero at some point, and every hero questions their villainous tendencies, right? If they're doing it right? Every hero makes a descent into the underworld in some way, shape, or form, symbolically or literally. It's just how it works. Joseph Campbell, the hero's journey, and on and on and on and on and on. Forever young. It is how I take action in the world as a hero, and it is not an easy journey. But the light you're shooting for here, I know this one by heart. Passion for a journey of personal power. Look, it is the road less traveled, but it is so worth it. I am going to be 55 years old in September, born on a Labor Day weekend. I do like a symbolic entrance, but you know, it is. It's like I've had to go it alone, but I have learned to rely on the divine more than anything. So I guess I'm sort of like a gay, you know, Shazam. Shazam. Still a point. All right. Now, that's the pattern. That's the code being beamed down from the 8th chakra. Let's look at the next 4 down. One card using the Daughters of the Moon Tarot, a feminist goddess-based deck, because that's the inside, the feminine dynamic, the yin dynamic. Let's see what the goddesses have to say. This should be a humdinger. Please take, I think we're on an adventure. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. As I call upon my goddesses of air, the sign of Libra, powers of the East, beloved, beautiful goddesses of cardinal creative air, please, one card in clarity for the Libra collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers watching this video who are drawn to this reading. What do we need to be aware of? Heart, throat, third eye crown. Heart, throat, third eye crown. Throat chakra minimum, right? Our choice. We could chew, we could spit, we could swallow. But what do we need to know about on the inside so we can alchemize the hero in the 8th, this full to new? Well, a court card on the inside. Let's start there. A court card on the inside, in this case, Aries, the maiden of flames. That would be the King of Wands in a Rider-Waite based traditional tarot. When it's inside, if you have any planets in Aries, I do. I have Saturn in Aries. Great fun. No, really. 10th house? Yeah, no, it's pretty good. 9th house, right? Spirituality and all that. Certainly this is about self, right? First house dynamic of Aries, right? Self, the ego, the personality, and definitely essential if you're going to take a journey for personal power, because don't expect, like, members of your family to be like, yay, you're overcoming everything. You maybe, oh yeah, you found a form of spirituality that's different from everybody else on planet Earth, right? They're usually not into it right away. So what do you got to do? You got to put it into action. By example, be a hero. I've got my mystical. We all have our own magical items along the journey that we pick up along the way. Yeah, so I love it. I dig it. This is Calafia, the goddess of California. I mean, tough. Amazons. I mean, come on. I am so up for this. I would say, however, if we're going to give it a chakra, certainly the head, right? Aries. There's Aries. Try dating one. It's a lot of that. Sometimes it's good, too. How's your head? No No complaints. Oh, but I'm going to say throat chakra, right? Creative energy, right? Cardinal fire. Oh, and the opposite of Libra. So a complementary balance of cardinal air to cardinal fire. Certainly this could be communicating, right? This could absolutely. We'll see what's in the next card, what's going on in the yang, the outside. But I gotta say, there is something creative. This could be like the call to the hero's journey, and you may chew on it. Spit, swallow, or chew. What you gonna do when they come for you? Okay, are they coming for you? Well, let's see. The lower three chakras we do with the Mythic Tarot, the masculine energy, the yang dynamic. Lower three chakras about relationships in the physical world. Tribal in the root, one-on-one on the second chakra, the sacrum, and solar plexus, your relationship to yourself. So, in all sorts of different ways. Anatomy of the Spirit, Carolyn Mace. I love her. Let's do this. Please take a nice deep breath. This should be fun. Still point. As I call upon my beloved gods of air, sign of Libra, powers of the East, please, beloved gods of cardinal creative air, one card in clarity, please. For the Libra Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers watching this video, we're drawn to this reading. Please, what's going on inside out, outside in, looking at ourselves or looking out at the world, relationships in the world. What do we need to be aware of to alchemize? The hero-heroine in the 8th with Calafia, Aries energy, King of Wands vibe on the inner. This full to new. Well. Another court card. This is rare with only 2 tarot decks and an 8-card spread. We've got the Dioscuri, the Gemini card, the Knight of Swords. That could absolutely be a person. Absolutely that could be a person. Now, Cardinal Fire with mutable air. You're looking at the possibility of a wildfire. She kept calling. Not everyone's gonna get that, but those of you who did, I freaking love your guts. Okay. I know, now you got it stuck in your head. You're welcome. Look at the momentum here, right? It's not like Aries isn't moving. Aries is, you know, plugging ahead. On the inside, sorry, I got these reversed, right? So on the inside, really, it's okay. Take your time. Chew on it, right? A hero's journey is not done in a day. So if this is from the outside, looking in at ourselves, I'm going to say that Gemini energy means there's that mutable air, that communication could be coming and going, could be both. A lot of times it is both. It's a mirror, but it's not always you spot it, you got it though. No, there's 7 mirrors according to the Dead Sea Scrolls, and I'm sure that video link is in there. Greg Braden, the 7 Essene mirrors. Check it out, you'll see what I mean. So interesting. I mean, it's so rare that you had 2 court cards out of an 8-card draw with only 2 tarot decks. So, remember those atoms up in Adam Ant, stand and deliver, good douches. Remember those? Well, Lord Ganesh, the Whispers of Lord Ganesh, is here to help remove those obstacles. He is the Hindu elephant-headed god of success, prosperity, and the remover of obstacles. I've been developing, cultivating a relationship with Ganesh since 1998 when I met the Ashaya monks and the first fair workshop. Check it out. Please take a nice deep breath. I really never know what's going to come out of my mouth before I do this. That's why there's a still point. Been totally worth it. Throat chakra, as I call upon the beloved Lord Ganesh, God of success, prosperity, and remover of obstacles. Please, beloved one, what is your guidance, your grace, your love, your wisdom, your oracle message to help the Libra Collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross-watchers watching this video who are drawn to this rating? Alchemize the hero in the 8th, Aries on the inner, Gemini on the outer. This full to new. Courage. Woof. Yeah, sorry. Got my aminals confused. Courage, right? There he is, right? In his chair. Well, he's riding a white lion. Into it. Courage, card number 50. Just going to read this for you. So that's how we remove by following the heart. Our choice, our will to do so or not. Card number 50, courage. The warmth of your open heart can give comfort to all who cross your path. I don't know, Aries in the inner, your heart open, that makes sense. The root word for courage is cœur, which is the French word for heart. Courage comes from the heart. It is an inner strength guided by love, which seeks truth and justice. Libra, 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 Libra. When you have the courage to be true to yourself, you start to feel empowered to act and live in ways true to your own soul without any illusion. That is very much the Aries on the inner. But, you know, we're all in a journey of self-realization, right? You know, Ganesha is urging you to let down your guard and stop wearing a mask. The only mask I have is a mud mask, and it keeps my skin snatched. Thank you very much. Begin to have more respect. Where do we go? Begin to have more respect for yourself as well as for others. Beware of making harsh judgments about yourself and others. There could be some mirroring going on in this for sure. When you come from the heart, you will find that you relate better to others. Your innate gifts will be able to shine through. You are capable of leadership, achievement, and inspiring others to succeed through your own success. Teaching by example, but that takes courage, right? When you draw this card, it is a sign that your ability to cooperate and thrive in peer ventures with like-minded individuals is heightened. Well, sort of like Justice League, ain't it? I'm a member of Justice League Dark, but auxiliary. I don't really have to leave the house to do it. Be willing to do what is needed for things to run smoothly for you. Ganesha promises great success if you're willing to let down your walls of Fortress of Solitude. You know, you do you. Themyscira now. He is pictured here on the powerful lion inherited from his mother Parvati. The lion represents the fierce nature of Ganesha. He calls on you now to trust the fearless part of your being, your own inner lion. Wow. Invites you to work with him to learn how to be valiant and harness the heart's great courage, a valiant hero. Oh my goodness. I'm in. If this is mine too, I'm in, but I gotta deal with the Gemini. They show up as villains in my life. Hey, Two-Face, flip a coin. Oh, Bruce. Forget Selena. I don't think she's going to stick around long. She never does. Shall we? So let's get a healing mantra. Particularly good with chakra stuff mantras. Macon healing mantra deck. We are dealing with action family archetypes. So let's ask the Ascended Masters of Action. It covers a great deal of ground because the word karma in Sanskrit means action. Look it up. Please tell me I'm making that up. I didn't write it. Not this life. It's a dead language. Please take a nice deep breath. Namaste. Still point. I love you, my Ascended Masters. I call upon the Ascended Masters of action, right? It's taking action in this world. It's part of why we come here, right? In the higher realms, it's like watching a video game. Here, we're in the game. So please, beloved Ascended Masters, one card in clarity, the perfect healing mantra for the Libra Collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and Cross Watchers. Watching this video, receiving this reading, because, you know, a hero's journey does take courage, and usually in shadow work, it takes courage. It do take courage to follow the heart. So what is the perfect healing mantra to help the Libras and the Cross Watchers? Alchemize the hero in the 8th, Aries on the inner, Gemini on the outer, removing obstacles with courage, this full to new. Unhooking the past, there is nothing to regret when I learned from my past. So it's going to take the courage of confronting your past. Now, Mercury is going direct, right? So hopefully there are no come-arounds, no comebacks necessary. But I do see communication here. And mutable air, changing communication can be very, very fast. Of the 4 knights, the Knight of Swords gallops. Sagittarius is wands, they canter. Pisces, cups, Knight of Cups, trots, because they're taught to trot. And Virgos walk, all right? The Knight of Pentacles, we're not standing still, we're walking. Trust me, we're very slow and steady wins the race, but not as slow and steady wins the race as Capricorn. I'm going to read this to you. There is nothing to regret when you learn from your past because, like I said, the Ascended Masters and the angels and the gods and all of that, we are a movie, a video game that, you know, our own higher selves get so close to the screen that we pop in. Yeah, according to Matt Kahn. And that makes sense. It really does. The soul is immortal. So, you know, you do you. I'm going to do me. The hero's journey of the immortal soul is certainly what all of this is about. Unhooking the past. There's nothing to regret when I learn from my past. When you unhook the past, you are able to see crucial moments of growth from fresh perspectives. Maybe from the top of that mountain peak, so to speak, peak experience, Maslow. This allows you to see the mistakes of your past as catalysts for development, not as something you did wrong. It is the opportunity to see how your previous actions could have been better aligned with your highest values. Yeah, just like Dick Grayson in Titans, right, with Brother Blood. I can't help it. I can't. Nice cakes. Where were we? When you learn today the things you didn't know before, you are able to meet your current circumstances with renewed clarity, so the past can be unhooked instead of repeated, so that we no longer have to delay that which can't be prevented, and we can climb the mountain. When you see it from the point of view of the hero archetype of this is about personal power. I mean, talk about solar plexus, right? Trust your instincts in the root chakra. If your second chakra goes, the answer's no for now, right? If the solar plexus goes, your boundaries and your honor code are being challenged, and you know, that's from the past. Our souls are purely and wholly innocent and immortal and eternal. We come down in the game to get dirty. And every hero was a villain at some point in some life or other, right? This mantra is ideal for overcoming self-criticism, releasing shame, and being more open-minded, right? You go, because when you get to the top of this archetypal mountain, you look back and you go, perfect choreography, never missed a step. Oh my goodness gracious, what have I done to myself? And hopefully your higher self, your guides, or whatever will say, it's part of the process, darling. You never did anything wrong. Well, that's for everybody, I know, but the hero. We're talking about the hero. Yeah, let's keep going. Let's go to the animal pantheons, the pantheons of the animal kingdom. It is my favorite pantheon to work with. Everybody's got spirit animals and totems with them before, during, and after this life. So let's see who's here to help. Please take a nice deep breath. Oh, still point. Oh, and it is that pantheon I love the most. As I call upon the spirit animals and totems for the Libra Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers watching this video, receiving this reading. Am I having a Beast Boy in the red moment? Please, one card in clarity. Who walks with us, who swims with us, who flies with us, who crawls with us, offering us of our free will to refuse or accept the guidance, the grace, the love, the wisdom, the power, the oracle message to help us alchemize the hero in the 8th, Aries on the inner, Gemini on the outer, courage removing obstacles as we unhook the past, because there's nothing to regret when we learn from it. This full to new. Oh, we got the otter, the sea otter. Oh, Benedict Cumberbatch. Oh my God. Transformation. Oh, the secrets of Rowan Inish. Was that Scottish? I don't know. Get the right guide if they're gonna sneak up on me like that. Great movie, The Secret of Rowan Inish. I am afraid to watch it because I will just cry and long for the land of the Fae. No, that's okay. It's okay. No. No. I'm in this world. Thanks. Well, the Fae are neutral, you know. I am pretty much, if I go there, chaotic neutral, so let's just go with it. Transformation, which is, you know, a shadow work word. Card number 18, that process of transforming lead into gold. I freaking love otters, man. When I can't sleep, I usually end up on some video platform watching otters do the cute. Probably had a past life as one. It's not unheard of. And all your past lives happen all at once from the perspective of your higher self. So chew on that. Sea otter. Transformation. Transformation is a true constant if we allow it. Yeah, that's no longer delaying that which can't be prevented. We can change our future and learn from our past. Unhooking the past. We should only try to transform ourselves. Yeah. Not someone else. Aries on the inner. Yeah, dealing probably with someone with Gemini vibe on the outer. As this is against free will. See, that's the T. We have free will. And every time we make a choice or a decision, we jump to another timeline, right? All them quantum... Oh, I've seen some of my other quantum variants. A lot of them were dead, but how they died was really kind of fun. Do not judge others too quickly or harshly. Relax a little and rise, right? Because like the float, right? Grab their hand, you know, crack open some oysters. And I love oysters. I grew up on Long Island. Of course, I love oysters. Ooh, an oyster shot with some vodka and a little hot sauce are like, so good. The magic in almost every culture that has mythos around otters, they are seen as highly magical. Oh, right, I thought I was talking seals, not otters. The selkie is in here too, Secrets of Rowan Inish. I get my water mammals confused sometimes. Yeah, past life bleed through. Otters are seen as highly magical. That movie would have been very different if it was otters, not seals. Oh my God. Otters, they are seen as highly magical, intelligent, and certainly transformational creatures. When you are doing magical workings to transform yourself from one state to another, their energy will be welcome. Okay, so shifting from one state to another, transformation. There can even be timelines, right? Otter magic also encourages you to let go of your burdens and be lighter. There's a shadow worky thing. Tense up and you sink. Right? The more you relax, the higher you rise. With an oyster shot and hopefully a snuggle buddy. Well, I gotta say, the hero on the hero's journey goes through transformation. That's the point. I'm serious. Any movie, I think the one that really it smacks you in the face is the Star Wars, starting with, well, the first movie, which is what, like the 18th movie at this point? I don't know. Right? A New Hope. Luke. I am your father doesn't happen till later, but couldn't Ben have just said, by the way, about to commit patricide, or at least try. You know, but, you know, Anakin thought he was a hero, too. Not so much. Okay. Darth fashion, I don't know, whatever. Let's get our card number 7 on the table, because I might be having a little too much fun for YouTube here. Can't believe I confused The Secret of Rowan Inish, and I don't think Cumberbatch was in there in that movie. Might have been. Could have been the baby in the cradle. I don't know. It was a long time ago. Let's ask the archangels. The Archangel Fire Oracle. Everyone has access to archangels. Your higher self is considered a guardian angel. All guardian angels belong to different clubs, if you like. An arc of angels. So let's see. Who's waiting in the wings with their wings ready to zoom in and help you remove some of these obstacles, do the shadow work, but remember, they only come when you invite them politely. In prayer, meditation, you do you. Please take a nice deep breath. Even a Google search will do it. Show interest. They're willing. Are we? Still point. As I call upon the beloved pantheons of archangels for the Libra Collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers watching this video, receiving this reading, please, beloved archangels, who's waiting in the wings with their wings, ready to zoom in and help us do this with not just their oracle message, but their presence, if we just allow them in to help us alchemize the hero in the 8th. Maiden of Flames, Aries energy, Calafia on the inner, Knight of Swords, the Dioscuri, Gemini on the outer, removing obstacles with courage, which is part of the hero's journey, and unhooking the past, because there's nothing to regret if we learn from the past, and that's redemption, particularly for ourselves when we see that, right? Unhooking the past, we don't have to repeat it. With the transformation of the sea otter, really to relax, to float, to flow. It is, after all, a shadow read, and that's not easy for an action archetype like that, to just lay back and float. So, beloved archangels, what is your message? Who's here to help this full to new? Zafkiel. T-Z-A-P-H-K-I-L. Definitely the goddess Isis, and very, very, almost in the complete styling of the High Priestess from the Tarot. Beautiful version. Did somebody get Zafkiel? That's why I write this stuff down. But I do so many readings with them in it. I could be thinking of a whole other different vibe, a whole other different reading. I don't know. Check the titles. Sometimes they're in the titles, sometimes they're not. They only give me 100 characters. So, what's card number 2? Interesting. It is. The High Priestess is card number 2 in traditional tarot. Oh, creation from chaos. Get smart. Creation. Dun, 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 dun. Come on now. Look, chaos is divine order that we don't understand, and that's why we often need a high priest or a high priestess, something like that, to kind of set us straight on that, to be like, it's fine. That's what I mean, as chaotic as your past might have been. A great creation came out of it. And do keep in mind, cardinal air is creative, cardinal fire, Aries, is creative fire. All right, Zafkiel's name means God's knowledge or understanding of God. Excuse me, this angel is the epitome of the divine feminine, and she is aligned with the great cosmic mother. Zafkiel guides us to seek spiritual perfection. This is like superhero stuff. Like the image of her as the veiled Egyptian goddess Isis in her card. She is teacher of esoteric knowledge, mythology, spells, and rituals. Zatara and Zatanna. I'm just about ready to rest my case on what this reading is about for me. Unyielding and sometimes more than a little demanding in nature, working with Zafkiel can feel like an initiation into the darkest depths of the feminine mysteries. Themyscira now, darlings. Stay the course. Your soul is calling you to deeper and higher wisdom. You are entering a new phase of creation. Many new gifts will be revealed. Come on. This is Clash of the Titans, the first one, with Hamlin in a loincloth in the first 5 minutes of the thing. Oh my goodness, that's when I knew I was gay. Well, probably before that. If you didn't know I wasn't, really check the batteries in your gaydar. Oh my goodness, Zafkiel, very, very powerful there. And, you know, definitely like a hero's journey vibe there. That's going to take courage to go to the depths of the feminine energy. And what's in your feminine energy? Yeah, a lot of creativity. I mean, it really kind of touched everything in that card. Holographically. Boom. Last card down. Blessed be, the gold within the lead, the hidden blessing, there right now. It's there right now, written into the script, has been all along. We can't see it. What would be the point? Right, that's what clairvoyance and intuition is all about. You get a little clue, a little tip, a little hint. Because we signed a contract, drank from the river Lethe, if you like. I forgot all this stuff. Oh man, But that's why we can talk to our lawyers. Talk to our guy. He's like, what is this? Could you reinterpret this for me? And with Zafkiel, we're talking about universal, spiritual, divine, and mystic law. Please take a nice deep breath. As I call upon our last pantheon for this read, using the Blessed Be, still point. call upon the pantheons of all pantheons. A delegation, please, from all traditions, lineages, and cultures for the Libra Collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs and cross-watchers watching this video who are drawn to this reading. Maybe you have led them to this reading. What is the hidden blessing, the gold within the lead? Should the Libra Collective and the cross-watchers just do their best to do the alchemy, some light at the end of the tunnel to help them alchemize the hero in the 8th, Aries on the inner, Knight of Swords, Gemini on the outer, removing obstacles with courage, unhooking the past because there's nothing to regret. When we learn from the past, we don't have to repeat it, and that allows for the sea otter of transformation to allow us to relax and rise rather than tense and sink. With Archangel Zadkiel bringing creation out of chaos, which is very much the cosmic chaos. The nameless void, the nameless Tao, the pregnant void, the mother of all source, through this beautiful archangel. What do you got for us, beloved pantheons of all pantheons? This full to new May 2023, a blessing on your creativity. What a creative read. Calm down. Cardinal air, cardinal fire. Create creation out of chaos, and a blessing on your creativity. So, a creative hero. But, you know, think of what a hero has to create. I'll read it. We'll do the blessing for sure. Here's the thing. Think of the strategies that are created. Think of the means through which the mission is unfolds, right? Is it a team effort? Is this a solo effort, right? Are you the Batman? I'm the Batman. Or are you more the Flash? Like, he's willing to hang. Problematic, but willing to hang. Gal Gadot. So, the mascara now. I would love to go there. I think I'd make a lovely ambassador. Don't you? Okay. I haven't really been coughing all day, so this has got to be a throat chakra thing. The choice is always ours. It's always about free will. But that's also what they said about that transformation. Like, you can't really transform anybody else. Transform! A little Optimus Prime vibe there. But a blessing on your creativity. Look at that. And this is, yes, perhaps about art. But creativity is more than just performance and fine art. We all have our creativity of your reality, taking things, the mission from the Justice League satellite in the 8th and bringing it down into the root chakra of the world. Yeah, into it. I'm there. It's apparently what I'm signed up for. I'm just Justice League Dark. You know what I mean? Oh, Constantine. You never return my calls. Card number 19, because I don't want to just talk about the mission. Especially that guy who plays him on the... Anyway, let's move along. I grabbed the wrong book. By the way, I'm doing this during Mercury retrograde, which I think is implied by the fact that it's going direct. In a little bit, blessing on your creativity. We do these for real. We do these full blast. So one more time. Please take a nice deep breath. Surrender my will to the pantheons of all pantheons. Please, beloved ones, transmit. Here we go. A blessing on your creativity. A blessing to stoke the fires of your creative soul, to bring to birth the dreams that lie and wait within you. A blessing to charge up your gifts so that they can be seen and shine within the world. Iambic pentameter. Creativity is a blessing given to us all. Yours is as natural to you as your breathing. It is said that some are more creative than others, but for you, this gift is lying in wait now. And it is for you to bring to it your dedication and attention, so it can arise from its sleep and awaken into the world. You have creative gifts. The gift of thinking in a new way, seeing things differently, telling a story through clay or wood or gems or words or paints or really long run-on sentences. In the telling of the story, holding a mirror up to our existence, saying, see, this is the truth of who we are. Oh, wow. Creativity is the act of making something and letting it have life. To be a creator is to connect strongly with the divine for you to bring forth into the world what was unseen until you imagined it. It is both the harnessing of your imagination and your dedication. And with these two steeds, you pull the dream from the unreal world into the natural world. And you delight us with the blessings that is your gift. So, if you are hearing this, reading this, and you have faltered on your creative journey, know that this blessing will help you set aside the chorus of doubt that sings within us all, unhooking the past, to quieten the naysaying voice that dims your gift. And in the silence of inspiration, you shall again begin to flow. So capture the fleeting gift when it comes, and know that when you do this, the world is made more beautiful. Be creative. Live creatively. Shake off inertia, action, family, archetype, and habit. And make of your whole life an art. No age, no job, no relationship defines you. But it is the way in which you choose to live as art that will show us who you truly are. So, wild soul, a blessing on your creativity. May you show us your gifts. Blessed be. For the well-being of all, and with harm to none, as we will it. So let it be done. So would it be. So it is. It's good, right? Blessing on your creativity, creation out of chaos, transformation, unhooking the past. There's nothing to regret. We're learning from it. Courage to remove those obstacles. Probably a lot of communication. Some Gemini there. Remember, Mercury's going direct. Excuse me. I touched the card and I go, definitely there's something stuck in your craw, and that's okay. It's part of the hero's journey. And you could do it. Oh my goodness gracious, what a powerful read. So if you liked it, like it. Hit the thumbs up, subscribe, comment, hit the notification bell. All of those things do for drawing this sparkle myself personally, or help other Libras and Crosswatchers find this reading, because over on Patreon we don't have any of that. You sign up for one of my levels, whatever level of subscription, you get everything on that level of subscription since I started in November 2021. Wow, it's gonna be 2 years this year, and I love Patreon. Seriously, just go check the menu. You will know, because we're doing a lot of cool stuff over there. And as I said at the beginning, all of my subscribers get, I would think, a significant discount on private sessions with Mal. There are 3 new videos for the 25th anniversary. One about the 25th anniversary. It's the broad strokes of what's going on. The update on Patreon for May, as well as booking private sessions with Mal. No longer booking a reading with Mal, because there's spiritual counseling, and I may get back to hands-on healing someday. I don't know. So more importantly than all of that, yeah, Patreon, sure. Check it out. I love it. This is very powerful. There's so many villains in the world that will eventually someday be heroes. But you know what? Since the immortal soul is just that, immortal, right? We come back over and over and over again until we're done here. Well, climb the mountain, find the passion for your personal journey. And as I say to people all the time, it's not much of a hero's journey without demons, dragons, villains, and vampires. Otherwise, it's sort of meh. So have at it. I love you, and I love this music, by the way. Thank you, Janet Grace, and thank you, all of you, for watching this video and being drawn to this reading. Have at it. Be a hero. I love you. Remember, heal, hail, farewell, and blessed, blessed be.